Our old pull-type style toilet stopped working. Watch how I used 3D printing to fix it. Our toilet no longer flushes, and this is the working mechanism. There seems to be a broken bit of plastic on the inside of all of this. So I'm going to open it up and take a closer look. I removed this arm piece, pulled out this pin, and this came out. And as you can see, there's a crack right there. So basically this pin right here I'm pointing at should go in this hole here in the middle, but it slid out through this crack here, and as you can see it's about to break through on the other side too. So this part is after many decades of use is finally breaking. I was thinking of gluing it or sealing it up with epoxy, but I don't think it's going to hold. This piece feels pretty fragile. So let's make a new one with 3D printing. Took some measurements, made a brief sketch, and this is what I modeled. So I'm going to go ahead and load this up in my slicer and then print it out on my 3D printer. I printed out the first prototype, and this is it. The holes are actually a little bit smaller than what's in the actual bar here, and I discovered a slight problem. I am going to have quite a bit of difficulty getting that center pin into the center hole here. This thing basically won't allow me to take that pin out. It's a solid metal piece here, and it's been basically the plastic has been fused or been melted to keep this metal strap in place, and I don't want to go through the trouble of taking all this off and putting it back on. So what I'm going to do, I redesigned the part so there is a opening at the bottom here. So basically the pin will just slide in there. I don't have to take out this center pin here. And hopefully that will still do the trick. So what this does, basically it just gets pulled up and down. This ring here will pull on the valve that controls the water that goes from the toilet water tank into the bowl. So I think once it pulls up, it can just flop down on its own by gravity. So let's see how this works. Well, didn't expect it to, but this metal piece came off pretty easily. I'm just wondering if it's gonna stay in place when I put it back in. So we have the original part, first prototype, second prototype, and hopefully this is the last and final part I'm going to use. Let's put it in, see if it works. And we have the part installed, and I think this is going to work. Okay, let's put this back into that old toilet. Here is the part fully installed, and let's see if it works. And it does. Fantastic. And one more test for good measure.